I thought it was going to be a break next year. So
and because, again, on a 3-game series, it's anybody's pretty much series. Once you win that first game, I mean, I don't know what the percentages are, probably not. Listen, I'm gonna go with the Yankees on one side, just because that offense, you really don't have much. Tanaka didn't look good, game 2, but I think in the playoffs that offense is gonna be able to overcome a lot of bad pitching. So I'm gonna go with the Yankees, and I'm gonna go with the A's. I think Yankees and A's. I like the Athletics. I like how they got past the Chicago White Sox. I had the White Sox actually winning that series, but listen, the A's. I think they find a way. I'm not sold.
Sorry, guys. Although I love
I know they were down,
but you don't bring a closer unless you're winning it.
You only bring. I mean, whatever.
But it worked though. They won.
I mean, yeah,
things work.
A broken clock is right twice a day.
The Braves won Game 1. I mean, they probably should have lost Game 1.
Wow.
But they won Game 1. Yeah. It's just
and
sometimes
that's why I still blame Sticker.
Sometimes I know, but sometimes you need a little luck on your side. Things happen, and I just think that the Yankee offense is way too scary, man.
It is.
I mean, it's beast after beast after beast.
But at the end of the day, here's what
kind of like the Chiefs in football.
Right, but the Chiefs
comes down to management, though.
Comes down to management. And here's the thing: Yankees don't know how to bunt. Yankees don't know how to hit and run.
But who does? Who does right now?
The Rays.
Right now.
The Rays.
No, the Braves don't know.
The Rays.
No, Rays. It's Rays.
The Rays.
I said Braves.
Yeah, he said Braves.
Small ball. So I'm gonna go Rays in 5.
I'm
gonna go Rays in 5. Unfortunately, I hope I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna wear 5.
Okay.
I'm gonna wear the mask the whole show if I'm
That's
wrong.
really a crazy game for us.
That is. Oh my God.
And then the other one,
we need to meet up then.
I got the Stros in the other one. I got the Stros.
The cheating Stros?
I think they're on. I'm sorry. Well,
you don't want to see it show
Rays and Stros.
Rays and Stros.
I think the Stros are on their.
Are we back on?
Yeah.
Oh, we are. Oh, okay.
Yeah. What was that? They said Braves.
I thought it was just sound. I thought it was just sound.
Look, where's the 5? Throw the 5.
Both of them.
Jesus Christ. All right, but yeah, Stros. What I say about Aaron Rodgers last week? He's on his Jordan Love fuck you tour. And the Stros are on their cheating fuck you tour. And frankly, the Twins. What are the Twins playing?
Twins are who we thought they were.
What is it, like 18? Like
18 straight.
Ridiculous.
They should just stop making the playoffs.
I feel bad.
Regular season team.
I feel bad.
They should just stop making the playoffs.
But
bad blood.
Yelich, come to the Yankees.
Yeah, maybe. But I think
everybody to come to the Yankees.
It's a short season.
It's a short season.
But like I said, I like that they're on a mission. Even though they weren't the best team in the regular season, they still are the defending AL champs. They still are. They still have Correa. They still have Bregman. They still have Springer. Altuve, we'll see what he is. Obviously, he didn't have the best year, but Correa, still my guy. Like I told you, like I was in Tennessee, I did like that. He's still bad. But it's gonna be a heated series. The A's are a scrappy team. I can't wait. I think that series goes 5 as well. I think the Braves. With their hitting, beat the Marlins in 4. And I like the Dodgers in 5 in a series that I think we're gonna see a brawl because Manny Machado and fucking Fernando Tatis are fucking backflipping the shit.
He's got a little
Are
cockiness.
backflipping everything, and if there's one guy who likes to backflip as much as Fernando Tatis,
I love it. I want to have that extra confidence that listen, we're not scared of anybody, and we can do this to anybody.
And listen, Manny Machado forever will be my guy for saying fuck Boston. Like those guys are scumbags over there.
Who you letting on, Machado or Correa?
Correa. But that's my pick. I hope the Yankees prove me wrong. Like I said, I'll wear this mask the whole show if they win.
Man.
And maybe
maybe
I come full gear. Like I haven't worn a jersey, so
that's like Pete saying that the Braves are gonna lose. Come on.
I'll wear the jersey. I'll wear the mask and the hat if they beat the Rays. There we go.
Hop's very upset with you.
I think Hop
very upset.
I'm going to go with the Yankees to win their series. I think they'll win the series in 4. The reason why is because it's the playoffs. They've never met in the playoffs. Rays have done well. They haven't had to face the aura facing New York in the playoffs, which is a different type of aura. So I'm going to say the Yankees are going to win that in 4. I think whoever wins Game 1 is going to have a huge advantage because if Rays win Game 1, then they're going to be like, yeah, we do own these guys. We've beaten them all year, and now we're beating them in the playoffs. If Rays win, if Yankees game one, I think whoever wins game one, I think is gonna win the series.
Garrett Cole pitched game 1 and 2.
I think that would be impossible.
Why?
Because his arm will fall off.
Yeah.
But find a way to get by Oakland. Even though Oakland, the reason I picked the White Sox was Oakland won because they were close games. And all year, all Oakland's done is to have low scoring games where the bullpen has pitched well and they get a home run late. That's what they've done the whole year. So they have a playoff style type team. But I think the Astros' experience of being deep in the playoffs and everything, I think that's going to help them push them above.
With no Verlander.
Yeah, with no Verlander. Listen, during this postseason, I don't think pitching is as important as it is in previous postseasons. The reason why is because it's like almost a continuation of the regular season right now. You're so closely into the season. You're only 60 games in. Some of the hitters haven't gotten a chance to get in their heat zone in after 100 games. Pitchers haven't been able to get the feel of baseball the way they usually do because they've only had 12 starts instead of 30 starts. So.
I kind of disagree though because I think the deeper that we get into the postseason this year, especially because of the format, because there's no days off, everything's back to back to back to back. I think it's going to be really, really important. I think pitching.
He said, "Man, the play."
I think as we get deeper into the playoffs, I think they'll get more. We'll see the score again. As you said, maybe they'll get a little bit lower. The pitchers will get a little better. But we're still in the second round of playoffs. We're only 3 games in. I think offense is still going to control it, and pitching may not be as much. But I do think playing back to back to back, that means you're going to have to show the depth of your rotation.
Oh, yeah.
You have to have 4 starters.
Not just that, your lineup.
Yeah, you can't just have 1 or 2. I think so that's Astros and Yankees on one side. On the other side, the Braves, I just think that they have too much offense for the Marlins. I just don't think they'll be able to have enough pitching to slow down that lineup. Acuna had a good series. Freeman had a good series. Ozuna didn't. Neither one of them didn't, but they still found a way to win that series. So, and then I think they'll go against the Dodgers just because I think the Dodgers, I think right now they've played the best team. They've been the best team in baseball so far this year, and I think I want to see the Braves versus. I think they will be the Braves.
With that fucking lineup?
I think they'll beat them in 5.
Okay.
I think they'll 5-game series.
What are your thoughts on Clayton Kershaw and his performance? Do you see a choke in his future?
Listen, I don't think so. I think he comes up big for the Dodgers this year. Pretty much. He's got an opportunity to bring a championship to LA. He's got a good offensive line to do it. Like Pete said, I mean, listen, I view the same thing. They're probably the best team, all-around team, in this league, the whole league this year. So we'll see. I think he comes up big. I think he just won the whole thing. Where the fuck have you been? You've been sleeping?
He's been trying to get the YouTube to work.
Stop drinking so much Bacardi. That's the fucking problem.
Whoa, what?
Whoa, you're the only
I'm
one
calling you
drinking
out.
right now.
Oh, you're the one that's drinking. Nobody's drinking, bro.
I'm calling you out right now.
All right, listen. The Dodgers, you know who the Dodgers are? They're like the Cowboys.
Yeah.
They're nice and
No,
pretty.
the Cowgirls.
Wow, listen. Wow.
Cowgirls.
I put money.
that's
I'm
not-
right. I put money on them
That's
today,
too
so
much
I'm not
respect.
gonna.
And he showed up as soon as he said that.
Don't call them Cowgirls. Listen. The Dodgers are like. There you go, Dak Prescott.
Don't call them Cowgirls.
The Dodgers are like the Cowboys. They look nice on paper all the time. However, the games have to be played. And at the end of the day, yeah, Garrett, what's his name? Clayton Kershaw?
Garrett.
Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett. That's another story. At the end of the day, until you prove it to me, I don't trust you. And the Dodgers
Fair
are
point,
proven.
fair point.
And the Dodgers are proven time and time again. How many times have they been in the World Series the last 2 years?
Too many.
Too many.
Three years.
Too many.
3 years.
Too
And
many.
failed.
Too many to come home with the crown.
Yeah.
Maybe Mookie Betts is the difference maker.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it's because Clayton Kershaw isn't the number 1 guy anymore. But I still have to see it. And I think the road to the World Series is tough for them. Padres and then the Braves, more likely than not.
Yeah.
That's a tough trip. That's a tough trek.
That was Dave Matt, by the way. Talking about the Cowboys.
So I still have to
You,
see.
Matt.
Fuck you, Matt. You're Matt, you're late, bro.
Yeah,
You're
bro,
late,
you're
you're
over
late.
here.
You're late, bro. You're supposed to do the music for us before we started.
Oh, that's right. That would have been perfect.
Really?
Come on.
Yeah, unbelievable. What do you think? What?
What the hell?
Fuck you, man. All right.
Then got to do a song.
That beat, but now Titans Steelers postponed because somebody was out on Broadway in Nashville.
The coaches.
Getting it
The
in.
election of coaches.
Nah, man, That's on the team, bro. I don't know.
Right, I don't know,
What were they
man.
doing? What were they
They didn't
doing?
follow protocol.
And then Cam Newton. Cam Newton went out with Robert Kraft at the massage parlors. That's how he got it. And then somebody from the Saints, went on Bourbon Street. That's how he got it. Pete, it's crazy, right? Stay indoors.
Bourbon Street, Nashville,
And then massage parlor somewhere in New England. Somewhere in Foxborough.
I thought they
or
were supposed to
Boston.
be doing that.
It's unbelievable how baseball and NBA are following the protocol, not the NFL.
Well, baseball started terribly,
Yeah.
but the NBA has got to be given credit for
Yep.
bubble NHL.
And then I was about to say, and the
NHL.
NHL. And I mean,
MLS.
Pete, I mean,
Fucking Titans had to
I
start
don't
the
watch
whole
that
shit.
man.
Titan, when the Titan room and the Titans started the whole fucking COVID shit in the NFL.
So, speak on what happened to your team, man.
Listen, the coach and a practice player got
Rudy-
killed
was
last
Rudy there?
week. Was who?
Did Rudy show up there?
Which Rudy? What are you talking about?
From Utah? Did he
was
show
Sam
up?
there? Were you with Sam this
No,
weekend?
nobody
Goddamn.
was there.
Sam was getting chased
So
around. by
those
Broncos.
two, that coach and that player from the practice squad seems to have spread it to the team, and who knows if they did break protocol or not. But usually, we saw with the Marlins, we saw with the Cardinals that it can last up to a week where people start popping up positive after that, and which is why I think it's dangerous for them to play the New England game, because even though there have been no positive tests yet, like we may have one in 2 days, and then it spreads from there from that game, and then it spreads to two teams. So I don't think they should play, but I mean, so far they look like they're gonna play.
Well, what about the Saints game? They got the news yesterday, right?
Yeah, but update
That was
though.
an update.
The guy tested again. That tested positive, and he tested negative, so they think it was a false positive.
Man, that's just good. That's just Goodell throwing money.
Push it. And nobody else tested negative, so they're right now.
That's Roger Goodell. Bro.
Push it! Make it rain.
They're already in Detroit. We can't cancel this game. So, how about Cam Newton? I mean, big game. The Patriots coming off a victory and playing the Seahawks just as good as the Cowboys. They're 2-1, facing the defending champs. Marquee game. Cam Newton looking like he's back, and then he hangs out with Robert Kraft in the massage parlor. Gets COVID, and now they might go Brian Horton. I mean, talk about what's going on. I mean, Eddie News, like, what are we doing here, man?
Call me crazy, but I think it's a conspiracy.
Is it?
I think this is planned. I think this is all planned. All planned by New England, all planned by Kraft. I don't know what
But remember
the
this.
hell is going on. It's all planned.
Should he play? Remember, the
This is
quarterback's
what
the most important
this is-
position.
This is what I think of that day. What the fuck are you talking about?
Should
It's all
Cam,
conspiracy.
should Cam play? He's
Nah,
a-
I'm just kidding.
The quarterbacks, they talk in the huddle, spreading all that shit to the other players. Should he?
No. I'm just.
Dave
Didn't take his
No, I'm just kidding, guys. No, listen, no. In all honesty, I mean, any one of us can get it, depending on the precautions that we're taking, what we're exposing ourselves to. It's unfortunate, obviously, because just like Vic said, it was going to be a great matchup. I think Cam, coming to New England to this new offense, it was going to be great to see a matchup, against Patty Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Patrick.
Patrick.
Yeah,
Holmes. Sorry, Mom. Sorry,
Mom
Mom.
will hate you.
Patrick Holmes.
Yeah.
Patrick Holmes.
Baby daddy.
But these things we talked about in the beginning. When COVID came, we started talking about sports. The earlier episodes that we had, virtually, what is the plan? What's the plan B? What's the plan C? What's the plan D? Because, you have to assume this is going to happen.
Yeah.
NHL, like,
They
hats
definitely
off.
got it for week 18.
Yeah, hats off to the NBA and NHL because they had a great plan. Obviously, the NFL didn't follow 100% suit in what they did and what they were able to accomplish because it's
because
a
some
different
owners,
sport.
some owners,
I mean,
in states where shit's open want that money.
Yep.
Yeah, but plus
So that's what it is.
But plus another thing with the bubbles and stuff like that, like NHL, NBA, they have half the amount of players that you're gonna have on an NFL team. So that's a lot more players you gotta be responsible
So
for.
put it in 4 then.
it's a good point.
Put it in 4 states.
But again,
Still gotta
Yeah.
travel. I thought the best idea, my idea was just have a bubble in each NFL city and have you, when you travel, you can only stay in that hotel. When you travel, you only go to the other hotel. You pretty much are isolated.
but he's right. I mean, money will dictate everything.
I mean, at the end of the
I
day,
mean, and I hate to say it,
at
but
the end of the day, there's more football
money is the
fields.
rule.
There's more football fields in Texas
More money, no problem.
Yeah.
than there fucking is anything in this world.
Ever, yeah.
So you could have put everybody in Texas.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
care.
true.
Yeah.
I guess there's a football field like
Each block
each
they
spot.
have one.
But guys, I mean, in all honesty,
And since there's no fans, you can have it in high school.
Well, there's
So-
fans because Texas is open.
with the contact too that football players are having and all that stuff, I mean, it was bound to happen. I hate to say that, but listen, it was going to happen. Hopefully, the correct protocol is
Baker Mayfield?
in place. So
Will the season end early? What are your thoughts on that? Like,
I don't think it'll end early. I think they'll do. I think they're going to add a week 18 so that if we have more cancellations, that they'll be able to have that extra game and they can push every wild card game and every divisional game back 1 week, and then they just won't have a week between the conference championships and the Super Bowl. So they'll have that extra week to do it. And plus, if it is another early incident like what happened with the Titans this year, they can move around the buys and stuff like that. So
I was about to say that too. Like
Yeah,
the
so
buys
you'll-
can be moved around.
So you'll have
you know,
one or
maybe
two chances.
maybe a Thursday game or something like that, depending on
I think
where we're at during the week. But there's a lot
for
of
them to
reasons
shut
go.
it down, it would have to be like 4 or 5 teams, not just 1 or 2.
That was just for the.
I don't know. I'm down with that though. I'm down with seeing a game every night, bro. I'm cool with that. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night football, Friday night football.
Yep.
Whew. I mean, I'm down with that. Like,
That'd be awesome. Football would be awesome.
what else are we doing? Seriously, like
You got to be flexible.
we can't. We're outdoor
Look at what-
dining.
look at
We're
what-
outdoor dining, freezing our asses off.
Yeah. Look what's happening in college football. They changed around the schedule twice already because teams said, all right, we're not going to play. Then we're going to play. All right, we're only going to play within the conference. And, all right. So everything's changing. So you just got to be adaptable. You got to be flexible to it.
All right. Well, hopefully this is just a blip in the radar. Obviously, your fantasy football teams are affected heavily.
Killing it.
I have Chiefs. I have Patriots. I have Titans. I have
Too many
Steelers.
Chiefs, man. Kelsey, Clyde, Heather versus
So-
Larry. Like, too many Chiefs.
So that's gonna suck. I know Dave is he's hurt. He's got I don't think he's drafted anyone. Did you draft anyone?
You got the Chiefs
No,
defense.
No. I had the Chiefs defense, but I dropped them. So. Yeah, Dre, I dropped them. God damn it.
Damn.
Oh, you
Picked
playing
up
Dre?
early, yeah.
Playing Dre? Oh, where is Dre? Dre!
Oh, yeah. He's late.
From North Jersey, as Philadelphia counts part of South Jersey. So Buffalo, it's its own metropolitan area. Worse.
Yeah.
We both suck.
Because both of them are bad, but
Sure.
I don't care how much you move the boys.
Who's a good number 2?
Oh, number 2?
Who's a good number 2?
Draft Trevor.
On both teams, but I just think that the Jets, I guess it can get done, but I do agree with you. The general manager, I mean, listen, this is a reflection of what he's built. He has not done his job. Joe Judge, maybe I'd give him maybe one or 2 more years. This is only his first
1.
The Jets and the Giants
Season.
finish on 6.
Okay, ready?
So ready. Let's see. What's the score?
No. Head.
Giants on the bottom.
Definitely was.
Taking them all to these clubs.
We're not going there.
No, but it was
Taking them all. Yeah.
it was
And cover.
okay. When it comes,
A lot of experts saying that this is a trap game for the Dolphins.
People fell into the Fitzpatrick.
Are they crazy?
Magic, but I don't get it. I don't get it.
there's no buy. I mean, maybe a
Why'd you pick this week to premiere the base
And
of
tight.
Because it was supposed to be the week.
Screw Rivers. Bears. Cover. Colts. Yes.
Colts.
Yes,
Are you picking them to win?
yes.
So not even the spread. You're not even taking the 3 points. You're picking them to win. Why?
Yes, because I just think they're the better team. I know Nick Foles is starting.
There's only one Nick Foles.
He threw a 50-yard bomb where he got fucking murdered on the throw. Touchdown. That was the Nick Foles we knew. And then he came back from injury, had one bad.
He's a rookie. Come on.
So you take
Or
it.
second sophomore.
All right. So this is why Jacksonville sucks and will always suck.
Yeah.
Right? You Gardner Minshew's? I'm glad because he's got a fucking cool mustache. Fuck that, man. Listen, Nick Foles.
I know you're biased because
He gets a chance.
I'm playing a violin right now.
He gets a chance on Mitchell Trubisky. The Bears somehow win
Well, I'm not
with the
sold.
incompetence of Mitchell Trubisky.
I'm not
And
sold.
last week, lead him to victory. That's the Buffalo Bills versus the Raiders. Buffalo's favored 3.5.
Las Vegas got this shit. Raiders. Bills 3. Bills, yes, they fucking come.
I think they're gonna win by field goal. I'm not sure why. I just have a feeling. And there's no really nice LA Rams pick.
Well, they should have won. Come on.
So why do you think the Bills fucking right?
I like what Josh Allen's doing this year with him and Stephanie. I think the Bills got it right, man. I think he probably, but listen, their defense, their defense looks good. I like where they're going with this team. I like Josh Allen or either. We'll see, and I think it's gonna show this week, especially with that.
Jacobs is gonna have a huge game. I think
He's having a big year.
Gruden is one of those people that he's an old school coach. He likes the running game, and I think he's gonna go back to the running game because they struggled last week. So I think he's gonna get back to the running with Josh Jacobs and win it that way.
All right, so we got 2 minutes left. We're going to go through the speed round for the 3 remaining games left. Sunday night, 49ers, Eagles. 49ers are 9-point favorites. All right, let's go. 3, 2, 1, Dave. Pete just did it.
Eagles, Niners.
And the Eagles, I don't think they're that bad like the Giants to lose 36 points. All right, so minute 30 left.
Packers, yes.
Packer. Oh yes.
Everyone covers. All right, so there you go. This is like a
That's
this is like a Pete's corner with all our.
I like
opinions.
it.
So
I like this.
Dre, you're fired.
Yeah, Drake. Nah.
Oh. Stop texting Dre.
Is that Dre? Dre heard.
No, they got it too. No.
Did they cover?
Yes.
Oh, you said cover?
Yeah.
11. You said you're gonna.
Well, Cam, I think KC's gonna go nuts on him.
Fine.
Yo, real quick, how many touchdowns did Russell Wilson throw today?
Woo! 5.
I'm
Six.
They win by 17. So 10 seconds left. That's our show for the week. We'll be back next Sunday. Hopefully, we'll come back to the basement. We'll have better games. But until then, we'll see you next week.